Wolfgang, this has been the facility where the German Cultural Center has met. How have you changed it to accommodate the Alliance Francaise?
Yeah, it's kind of like the yo-yo effect. It used to be strictly the Goethe Institute, fully financed by Germany. When I took over, I was actually, asked to take it into privatization through the Georgian nonprofit Friends of Goethe. Having to do that, it meant also to downsize. So I downsized quite a bit, and we lost actually probably a good third of our original facility. When it came to find venues where both Alliance and Goethe could find a common place, we said, well, if we go back to our old size and reconfigure, we could make it work, and that's what happened. So we had some good architects, some designers, and it fits in nicely.
Hélène, what were you looking for in terms of space? I see that there's a library.
So here's our gallery, which we can use for art exhibits like the Alliance Francaise did already a few weeks ago. This time we have invited local artists to hang their artwork here on those walls where we have special lighting installed. And so on the occasion of the grand opening, we will have all this beautiful artwork from local Atlanta artists.
And this is our library. You can find French and German literature in the built-in shelves.
What did you need to be fully functional?
Yes, well, it needed to be in Midtown because that's the hub of the cultural life in Atlanta. And it also needed to be very easy access for our students. And here they get free parking, so it's a huge plus. And also what motivated our choice is that the Goethe had an auditorium, which we did not have at Alliance Francaise. So we are now sharing an auditorium, and we can have all our lectures, movies, any event that we organize, we can have in the auditorium, and that was a huge plus for us. And we needed a little more space for our classroom, so we got all that.
Meanwhile, you will keep your separate programs going.
Yes.
For instance, give us a sense of what some of the specifically German programs will be that you'll hold here.
Well, the most obvious one is, of course, that we both run very, not in competition, I hope, but separated language course programs. I mean, we continue our bread and butter business teaching the German language and the German culture, and the French will do likewise with the French language. So as far as cultural programming is concerned, there will, next to the cooperation with the French, but there will always be some very German-specific events, such as, for instance, the celebration of the 20th anniversary of German unification coming up this October, which we will do in close cooperation with the consulate. Of course, our friends are invited, but it is a truly uniquely German event. So there is no cooperation as far as the programming is concerned, but we both vowed and agreed to cross-advertise.
Great. So. How about on the French side? What do you have that'll be specifically French?
So we always have a lecture series, so guest speakers are coming from France to discuss special topics. We have art exhibits, we have movie nights, we also have our big annual events around Bastille Day on July 11th this year. So many different events are happening.
Was there any resistance among your members to this union?
It took a little bit of convincing over the years here and there, yes, absolutely. And the funniest arguments ensued, really, because some people simply said, and from the German, from the French, as well as from the American side. And the Americans said sometimes, well, I am of German stock, what the hell do I care about the French? And others said, no, my family traces back, to Burgundy, what the hell do I care about the Germans? And some Germans feared that we might lose a little bit of our identity for the Institute, and I suppose that might have been likewise with the French.
Is that true, Hélène?
Yes, it is.
Was there a lot of resistance, or was it?
No, I guess people were curious to see what would happen and would that really work. Yeah. But from the time we've moved in, our students and our members just love the idea and love the facility.